Good evening, everyone. I can see this one live, so thank you all for joining me again. Really appreciate it. Okay, bouncing already with you guys. Have a quick look who's here. So VAO's here. Walter joined us. Tactical Fud, Gene reloading from the hot pot with us. Good to see you guys. Dale Pogue is with us. A lot of chat been going on here. Good to see that. G23, good to see you, G. Haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you back. I think I said hi to Bobby Barlow. Good to see you, Bobby. Chessboard. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Michael Hurtneck. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you. Hillbilly Up is with us. Really great to see you, Hillbilly. Rich B. Good to see you, Rich. Thanks for joining us. And I think that's everybody. So I hope you all had a great weekend, guys. Just a quick fill up where I was. We went, me and my son-in-law, we went out to Austin, Texas to watch the Formula One Grand Prix. I've been posting some videos, some shorts and some videos of the weekend. It was great. It was hot there. It was hotter than I thought it was going to be out there. We were in the high 80s and I think not far off the 90s. And I must admit, there's some good barbecue joints out there in Texas. We had some good barbecue every day, and it was great to watch the race. Not the result I wanted to see. My driver, Lewis Hamilton, they ended up disqualifying him and one of the Ferrari drivers for rubbing the floor too much of the car, and there wasn't enough to measure. So they both got disqualified. Lewis was second. I think Leclerc was fifth, and they both got disqualified from the race. So that was a bit shitty, but nevertheless, it was a great weekend. Really enjoyed it. Hope you guys had a great weekend as well. Info Brothers have joined us. Good to see you. So tonight I'm going to do is from the live stream last week where we did the neck sizing and the shoulder bump on the 7mm mags. So one of my good friends and my hunting buddy. So this is what he's going to be using for his deer hunt coming up. So we've been developing the rounds for him. So we're on Nosler brass and we're using Federal 215 primers, H1000 powder, and we're using the Berger VLD Target 180 grain. So that's the setup we're using. So last week you saw me neck sizing and bumping the shoulder. So this week we're going to use the A&D scale, the V4 trickler. So we're going to be powder charging, and then we're going to be going back onto the zero press, the 419 zero press, and we're going to be seating some bullets. So that's what we're going to be the plan for tonight. And, Pony 47 has joined us. Good to see you. Glad you could join us. And there's Ron Wayne down there as well. Good to see you, Ron. Ron sent me out some of his patches, his playing cards, which he signed, and they've all got bullet holes in them. Obviously, he's been using these out on his range. So he sent me a few of these. I've kept one for myself, and I'll be giving some as giveaways. So while we're on that, the little giveaway tonight is going to be hashtag Mac28. You see scrolling across the bottom there, guys. That'll get you in the draw. A couple of stickers. I got the channel sticker. I got a Daniel Defense little sticker, little white sticker. So we've got that. We've got the patch and the playing card signed by Mr. Ron Wayne. So that's going tonight. Pocket screwdrivers, they always give out to you guys. The magnetic top pocket screwdriver, always really popular. And tonight I got the Mac Tools little beanie hat with the red logo on it. So there you go. That's going to be the little giveaway I'm giving away again tonight. So like I said, hashtag Mac28. See, there's a couple gone in there now. Let me just make sure they're counting. Yeah. StreamYard is counting, so we're good to go. So it's finally cooling down here, guys. I got one more weekend where I got engagements. This is a special one. It's my wife's birthday, so we're taking her away. I'm taking her away next weekend for a little staycation to a nice little hotel up in North Phoenix, up in Scottsdale. We're going to go away for a couple of nights, and I'm going to pamper her. So that's going to be next weekend. But my live stream will be back on the Monday as normal. And then I got some free weekends, and let's get out and do some shooting. I've got all this stuff to shoot, and I want to make some videos so you guys can see it. We should see if we've got anybody else joined us. I can see the hashtags are beginning to pop in there. That's great. Tommy Boy's with us. Good to see you, Tommy Boy. I don't think we've spoken for a little while. Glad you're here. Really appreciate it. Viheo saying that that little screwdriver is really handy. It's super popular. I give them away off my truck as well. Little flat screwdriver with a magnetic top, pocket clip. It's great on the bench. Just stick it by the side of your vise. Stick it by the side of your press. It's a nice little option to have in your loading room. Okay, so I'll try and keep an eye on the comments, guys. See if there's any questions come in. I'll try and keep up to date with them. So let me just bring you around here. So down here, so far, this is what we've, obviously I keep all the records. So he's got a Savage Action Custom 7mm mag. He's using the Berger 180 target or hunting grain bullets, whichever you can get hold of. Nosler brass, Federal 215 primers. We're using H1000. We've played around with a few different powder weights, and we've finally come to the one Optimum for his gun, and it's going to be 63.0 he's using of H1000, and we're setting him at 3.287, and with that at 200 yards he's getting a nice group around the size, just over the size of a quarter, so it's great for his deer hunt. So he's really happy with it. Those are the bullets we're using. So it's the 180 grain target or hunting, whichever ones you can get hold of, and Nosler brass. And tonight we're going to be using the Zero Press, and it's just going to be, obviously we've seen these last week. This is an Exciser die. We're using this die then for bumping the shoulder. So this is the die we're using tonight. It's the adjustable seating die from Redding. It's one of the competition dies. So that's the die we're going to be using. So this is all locked down, ready to go. 7mm shell holder in there. So that's going to be the setup tonight we're going to be using for just seating the bullets. Great press. You guys have probably seen me with the reviews on it. Absolutely superb press. Super consistent and turning out really accurate precision loads. So that will be what we're going to be doing. And then bring you over here. Straight away. So again, we're on the A&D FX120 press with the V4 trickler on it. So again, this is all, I've got it all set up. It's all been, sorry, moving this around. Let me just get this back here. I've got it all set up. So I got my cases, which we've already, like I said from before, these have been now fire formed twice to his gun. So each time he brings them back to me, first job is we clean them, pop the primer out, clean the pockets, then I anneal them, and then they go back in the cleaner again for another clean, and then we can come out then and we can neck size them and bump the shoulder. So at the moment, these have been fired twice, and they're still within tolerances for the length. We haven't blown, they haven't stretched enough yet where we're having to trim them. Probably they're getting close. Let me just pull up the the book here. We're getting really close to where we're going to need to trim them. But again, this time we were good. They didn't need trimming. So Remington brass should be at, going by the lineman book, 2.500, and then we can trim them back to 2.490. So let me just go in here. So you can see that 2.491. So it's still under the 2.5, which is the normal size of the brass, and 2.490 is where we trim them to. So you can see these are still down within tolerances. Another one, same length again. You can see that, guys, 2.491. So haven't had to trim them, but like I said, probably after the next firing, I'll make sure I'll go through every single one again and check them once we've done the whole neck sizing and bumping the shoulder to make sure that they haven't stretched and we're still under the tolerances. So let's go back and just have a quick look. You guys are bouncing in the side chat tonight. Make sure I don't miss any video, not miss any questions. Sorry for jumping around a bit. Dale Pogue, I think I said hello earlier. Chessboard, tackle third. Yeah, I think we're all up to date. So G23 said hi to, and Tommy Boy. Okay. So hopefully you can see everything here. So 24 pieces of brass. This is all been rotated using, and now he's got brand new brass. So he brings that to me. We're going to get neck first. So we'll have 50 rounds. We're going to neck cut it, process it, and then so we'll have 2 batches of brass for him to use. It's his hunting rifle, so he doesn't use it a lot. So once we get the 50 done and get these 24 loaded up, he'll be good to go for a little while. The longest part of this now, we've been having to go out and test fire it. And at 63 grains, we chronograph it, and he's at 2,800 feet per second, give or take a few feet. So super accurate, super consistent, and he's really happy with the speeds. So that's going to be our sweet load for him to use. So I can go into I need to go into the app. So we've got the whole thing set up. I've already fed everything through. So the main dump pipe is full. The secondary pipe is nice and full. We set on grains. It's all been zeroed out. So we can go onto the app, and basically all you want to do is you want to tap in your load, 63.0. Hopefully you can see that's not getting too much glare. So 63.0 is what we want. We've got the glass pan in there ready to collect. We're all on the zeros, and then all we can do then is just hit target set, and away it goes. So it's bring this around. So it's going to be dumping there the first load of powder first from the main shaft. Hopefully, I don't know if you can see that, guys, but for the next one, we'll zoom right in on it. So it's just dropping the grain time now. And there you go. So this one came out at 63.02. So it's 2 thou over, which probably one of those grains is going to be more than that. Even if I go in and try and pull 1 grain out, I'll be under. So give or take, that's floating around 63. So give or take 2 thou above or below, we're close enough. That is fine. So we can just remove the powder pot. I just dump it carefully into make sure it's all out, it's clear. We can drop it straight back in, and it'll reset up and start again. So hopefully you can see the main tube up here was spinning first, and then once it drops, excuse me, most of its powder, the smaller tube in there is going to carry on and drop the grain at a time. I'm just going to keep an eye on everything as well, guys. Sorry that I'm jumping around a bit. Okay, there's nothing else there. So this time, 62.9698. Moving around a little bit. There you go. So we're like 2,000, and sometimes it's floating between 63, 62.9. So we're almost smack on there again. So again, I can pull this. And what I've got, I've shown you these before, guys, but I'll show them again. I have these funnels, and they're from Extreme Hardcore Gear USA. See if I can get that to focus. Let me zoom out and it'll focus better. So there you can see these without the light on them. So Extreme Hardcore USA, and it says on this one 284 caliber, so for your 7 mils. What's really nice about these, you can see stepped inside, so they actually sit directly on top of the brass. And if you look down in there, straight shot all the way through, so you don't get any powder hanging up on the top of the brass, because the actual funnel is slightly smaller on the top of the brass, and it all flows through. So what we're doing, we're going to go on to the next one. Drop the powder. Make sure it's all out. Pop that back in. Don't forget, you move the funnel after every time. I don't know if you can see, but the powder's way down in there. We're not doing any sort of maximum loads here. We're not doing any compression loads or anything. It's just nice and safe. So this time we went to 63.4. What I use is little tweezers that come in these RCBS weight cases. It's the only tweezer I got. And I'll just pull out 1 grain. So there's just 1 grain in there. Drop that in the top. We can measure it, weigh it again, and there you go. 1 grain, drops it down. 62.98, floating around 62.98. The lid back on. So that's great. That's perfect. So you can get that out in there, and it'll automatically go on to the next drop. So my phone just went off. Let me just check on that. And with this scale, guys, you can see set at 63. All I need to do is go in, tap on that, and close it out, and put in 63.4, 63.6, 68. It's as simple as just tapping it in, hitting that button, and it's ready to go again. Super simple with the app on the phone. And you go 63.0. Any of you guys got any questions on this scale, the V4 trickler, just send them out. We'll let you know anything that I can. If I can't answer it, I'll try and find out for you. Let's have a look. Tommy Boy says Area 419 has a very nice funnel kit, but it's up there in the dollars. Yeah, I've seen that kit as well. But to be honest with you, Tommy, I bought these years ago before I started buying any of the 419 stuff. That's why I haven't looked, because I just need, I think, 2 or 3, maybe 4 funnels in total to cover all my rifles. I have one up there for 308. I have this one for 7mm mag, and I got a different brand then for my 338 Lepore, and yeah, all the 300 Win mags and everything are all running on the same funnel. So 3 funnels I've got, and it covers me pretty much for everything I need. And again, guys, you can see 63.0 flashing around 63.2. I have got a small AC machine, and it is blowing in here, so that might be affecting why that's twitching a little bit. I've got it set on low, but it's it might be just affecting it, just that touch where it's wavering through. So don't forget, guys, any of you guys joined us, we'll do the draw a little bit later, and it's going to be hashtag Mac28. Got some stickers, a little beanie hat, screwdriver, and a nice patch from Ron Wayne. He was kind enough to send some patches through to me. So I'm going to give away some of his, keep one for myself, and then the rest he's told me that I can use as giveaways. We'll run through and do a few more, and then we'll go over onto the press. So again, 63.00. You can see, guys, it's super scales. It's really, really precise. And the only thing I did do, you can speed up or slow down the rate that these turn. They're pretty slower, they are, but I had to slow them down even more. What was happening was when the big one was spinning, it was just dropping a little bit too much powder, and I was going over every time. So I slowed it down to a setting where it still drops over a couple of times. I'm just going to take one grain out. 3 there. There's 1 grain coming out. Let's go back in and measure. But yeah, so I had to slow this one right down just so it wasn't throwing over all the time. And there you go. 1 grain came down from 63.06 to 63.02. So again, we're right in the window where we need to be. And a little pair of tweezers like this works really well. You can see that one's dropped a little bit much again, so we can just easily just go in, grab a couple of grains, drop them in there, quick measure again. 63.0, 63.2. So we're good there. Not the fastest of scales. I have seen quicker ones out there, but for what it's doing, how accurate and how consistent it is, I'll take the little bit slower scale over the super fast ones. Okay, let me get back onto this screen over here. There's a few more people joined us. Okay. Bamba Dad has joined us. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Vanessa Kitty's with us. Thanks for joining us. Glad you could make it. Viejo says he likes our set of funnels. Yeah, I've had them a while and they work really well, Walter. I really like them. Gene from the Reload from the Hot Pot, I will send you some stickers and stuff to add if you want. That'll be great, Gene. I love giving stuff out to people, and it's just great that we can share all our stuff through the community. And I like giving away little giveaways on the night, just so to appreciate people who jump on. So I just like to do a little giveaway. But yeah, I'd really appreciate whatever you could send. It'd be great. Bamba Dad says, Macman has the coolest tools. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And Walter's moaning. He's been to the dentist today and he said he's not in pain, except his wallet was in pain. So, yeah, that normally happens when you hit those dentists. And he says he wants to get one of those scales. Yeah, you won't be disappointed. Vanessa, what scale is it? Do I miss the one I had at the paper mill lab? This is a, let me zoom in on it so everybody can see it. So it's the A&D scale. So, like you said, it's a lab quality scale. Move this around a bit. So it's the A&D Corporation. I think this one came out of Canada, I believe. And this one is the FX-120i. And yeah, it's a fantastic scale. Not cheap. And I saved up because I'd seen the reviews on it. And I decided this is the way I wanted to go with my scale and my trickler. And so I bought this. And then I put my name down the list for the V4 trickler. I think they said about 6 months, and basically it was 6 months. They called me and said, yeah, your scale is here, just need to pay, and we'll ship it out. I did that, and it was shipped out to me within a few days. So I still have my Chargemaster, RCBS Chargemaster 1500, and I still use that. And I got my Redding powder drop scale as well, that I use a lot of when I'm doing my pistol roads. You can see that one now dumped quite a bit over the top. She went to 63.2. Again, let's just get a couple of grains out. 63.46. 62.98. So it's 2,000. I'm good with that. So we'll do this one and one more, and then we'll go over onto the other press, and we'll start seating some bullets. We'll have 12 made up. Yeah, hopefully that answered your question, Vanessa. It's a great little scale. Bamba Dad, I guess the Crown set you back. It wasn't cheap. I know the V4 was about 600 notes, and I'm thinking that the scale was around about that price as well. So you're sitting on over $1,000 for the whole setup. But it's a great setup. If you're doing a lot of shooting, a lot of long range shooting, and you want a lot of accuracy, it's the scale and the trickler to go for. Yeah, Patriot Nation is with us. Good to see you, Elliot. Yeah, he's saying A&D scale 120i. Let's see if anybody else joined us. And then Tommy saying, look up the, I don't know how you do Prominus scale if you want to see dollar signs. I haven't looked up that one. I don't really know what that scale looks like, Tommy, but I might have a look at it later once we finish here. It's Dale Pogue. I don't know if I said hi to him earlier. 5-year warranty on the scale. Yep, that's right. So I'm just reading the comments, guys. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. Okay, so I think we're back up to date. So again, this one 62.98, 0.02 under, which you're not even going to notice. So I'll put that back in there. Put the lid on there. Okay, I'm just going to move the camera. just to really go through it, just to make sure everybody, I'm not doing a full reload to break the YouTube rules. We've already done 3/4 of this process on other videos. We split it over other videos, so I don't want to make a whole complete video of making a round. So obviously we've done all the cleaning, the sizing and everything else, the check-in on it, previous videos. All this one is doing dropping some powder and dropping a bullet in it. So it's we're not doing the whole process. So just sits in there. A lot of you seen this press for me before, and we've got the adjustable. Let me just get that in as well, so you can see that. Just a touch. So this one is, like I said, the Reading competition die set. It's got the adjustable micrometer setting at the top. So I've just wound it out just a touch at the moment. And here's the bullets, the VLD, 180 grains. There you go. 7mm mag, 7mm, 284, 280 grain, 100 count. So that's the actual projectile we're using. It is a hollow point, and this is what he's going to be using for hunting. So it's as simple as just dropping it in, keeping it square with your finger to start with. Hopefully you can see that. There's already that goes up inside. It helps keep everything in line as it goes through. So all I'll do is I'll let it feed up into the die. Nice and slowly, one gentle stroke all the way through. I hold it just there for a second or two and then drop it back out. You can see the shaft there was just dropping in and out. So it keeps everything totally true and in line. And then the measurement we have set for this was 3.287. So at the moment, it's going to be a bit long. So you can see there, we're at 3.334. So just winding this down a little bit at a time. I bring it back up, finish the seat, bring it back down. And once this is set on the first one, we won't have to readjust it again. It'll be done. And with this, like I said, zero tolerance. There's next to no play in that shaft. There we're at 3.312. So we can still keep going down a little bit more. Okay, so there I am at 3.288. See that, guys? 3.288. And we're looking for 3.287. Let me just double check that again. So it needs next to nothing to get it down onto that. There you go. Sorry, it just came out of there. All fingers and thumbs, yeah. 3.287. If you can see that through the glare, guys. So it's 3.287. That's the exact size that we'll be doing for him. So you can see the final finished off article all done. So now I've finished, we've done the adjustment. Just grab the foam and let me go in nuts here. Okay. drink. Don't forget, everybody, hashtag Mac28. That'll get you in the draw for the prize draw tonight. And I think with most of you on here now, I can quickly show you again before we go on to the next one. I got my channel logo sticker. I got the little Daniel Defense sticker. I don't know if you can quite see that in there, but it's a little Daniel Defense sticker. Ron Wayne sent me some patches, his playing cards. He signed the back, and it's got the bullet hole in them as well. It's kind of cool, all nicely packaged up. So thank you, Ron, for that. So you get that as well, guys. We're giving the pocket screwdrivers away. Got my name, phone number on it, little flathead, pocket clip, and there's your little magnet that everybody likes. So it'll just hang there on the thing. And finally, I got the little Mac Tools beanie hat with a red logo on them. Weather's going to start cooling down, guys, so that's going to be a nice little giveaway. So there's a few little things there. So hashtag Mac28 for the prize draw tonight. There's only 9 entries in, so if you want to jump in and do that, guys, just keep on putting your hashtags in. Let me see if we've got any other questions here. Go back a little bit. Milsip Duos joined us. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Tommy Boy says those scales start at $3,800 for that Pathathy Mac scale. Yeah, that's even out of my range, Tommy. I'm not gonna. I'll stick to this one. Rich B, rookie question. When putting powder in, do the rifle loads require more precision than the pistol rounds? I would say if you're going to go, do them all the same. You want your pistol rounds. If you want nice rounds with the nice groupings, go for precision. Make sure that you're not just 3.2, 3.5, 3.3, 3.5. Make sure that all at 3.5, and it's good practice for loading. Rifle probably would be more. You'd want to be more precise with the rifle, not just on the powder, on the whole preparation as well. But it's just important to have precise pistol rounds as well, because it'll just benefit you, and it's just good practice. So I would say yes, it is probably more precise for rifle, but you still want precise with the pistol as well. Just you get better groups, you feel happy about it. So and run Gene staying, no reloading, consistency and key to all reloading. So like I said, it was the whole package. It's not just the powder drop, it's the whole package. It's getting your sizing right, your lengths right, maybe even go down the road of weighing projectiles so they're all in groups. Tommy Boy says, if I had the cash, I would buy that scale, but I'm too cheap. Elliot saying I can get that lab scale for about 600 plus, over $1,000 for the hopper and scale, maybe 1,300 in total. Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be, somewhere around there. Peterson Farms of Nashville has joined us. Good to see you, Phil. Glad you could join us. And Tommy saying it's hard to believe factory ammo is as accurate as it is. Pull the rifle round and you will laugh at how consistent the powder charges are. Yeah, they are. You can't knock it. They are good quality ammo. But if you want to take that next step, like Tommy, you do it yourself, because you can get that little bit more consistency out of them with a little bit more work. Bambadad, how far can you go reloading on the YouTube with their new rules? I'm hoping what I'm doing tonight isn't breaking any rules. I'm trying to do it over a couple of streams, and when I do videos, I do them over a couple of videos. What their policy is you're not to show you making a complete complete round of ammunition. I think that's roughly what they're breaking it down to. So by breaking it down into cleaning, a process, a sizing process, a checking process, and then obviously what I'm doing now, just the finishing process. Hopefully I'll be okay. But you never know. They could still pull them. Just we try to be as transparent as we can be and do what we love doing, and hopefully don't get slammed by YouTube by it. Hopefully we won't, but we have to wait and see. Gene says he loves his Mac Tools beanie with a light on it. They're quite cool, those beanies with the built-in lights. I'm going to be getting some more of them, and I'll be putting some more out as giveaways. Ron Wayne says, no problem, Mark. Thank you so much. So I'm just going through the questions again, guys. I don't want to miss anything. Rich B, that's that press too advanced to start with for your first one. It's not too advanced. It's a super precise press, but you're talking $1,200 to $1,400 for it, Rich. So for that money, you can probably buy a bunch of presses, one to set up to do rifles, one to set up to do pistols. So you could end up buying a Reding T7, RCBS. You could get a Lee Classic turret press. You could get a Dillon 650. There's a lot of presses you can get for the price of that one press. The reason I bought it was I wanted to step up my game for rifle loading to the next level for precision. And also the other one I looked at, it wasn't big enough to do 338 Lapua. So I had to find something to do 338 Lapua. So it's a fantastic press, but I wouldn't advise it as your first press. You just it's a lot of money, and you'd be far better off starting off with maybe a Reding T7, or a single stage, or even the Lee Classic turret. There's other presses and then you can learn. And then if you want to step your game up later on, go for that. But I wouldn't invest in one as a beginner. It's just too much. It's too much press for what you need at the start. And like I said, at $1,200-$1,400, and then by the time you put a stand on it, and then you throw some decent dies in it, you're going to be $1,500-$1,800. So it's probably not the best for a first press. Yeah, like Walter says, and I think Gene says, a nice single stage press will get you going, and it'll get you into loading and to learn. And then obviously it's addictive. Once you start, you're going to start going, and you'll end up buying more and more and more. So it's Tommy Boy says, unless you are Viejo, just showing that press will get you banned and in YouTube jail. Yeah, I'm afraid so. Well, it doesn't matter what poor old Walter does, he gets slammed for it. So, and then Walter saying Rich B, way overkill to get started. Just get a nice single stage, and just get it set up. Mark Trapping and Outdoors is with us. See, he's put the little hashtag in as well. Yeah, they're still counting up. G23, is it buffering for anybody else? Anybody else having problems with this buffering? It's the first I've heard. Just let me know. And there's nothing much I can do, but it's just G23 is asking, is anybody else having it buffering? Dave Plogue is saying a Reding T7. Lyman has a good turret presses too, Tom, you're saying. So yeah, there's a lot out there. There's a lot you can go for. Okay, guys, sorry, let's get back to this, and then we'll do a few more, and then I'll do the draw. So again, just line it up. I like to hold it all nice and straight till it starts to feed up into the die. Once it goes up into the die, again, nice, slow, even pressure right the way through. Again, I just hold it for a couple of seconds. It's just what I do. You don't need to do that, but it's just something that I tend to do. And then we are at, this one has come out at 3.286. Again, so that's a thou shorter than the other one, but it could be down to whether it's, yeah, you can see, I don't know if you can see that there. Let me see if I can, right on the top of that, you can see it's had a little ding. Just the smallest of ding, which is giving me a slightly different reading. So again, check the powders in that, pop it in, line up the projectile, let it feed through. And if you watch, you can see this shaft here pushes up inside. It helps keep everything in line. You can see it goes all the way through and out. And then this one is, again, 3.286. Hopefully it's not buffering for everybody. And if you can, let me just bring this down. So a couple were saying about, asked me about the cam over and everything. So with this one, they say you don't need cam over, but when I set it up, you can see there, it's come to the top of the dial. And it's just, I don't know if you can just see. I just put tiny little bit on it. It says you don't need it, but you can just see that's next to nothing. But it's just making sure that everything is staying precise and trying to repeat the whole thing consistently. So I put the tiniest bit on it because they say you don't want to put any more on it than what you have to. There we go. One more. And it is as easy as that. And we're at 3 point, you see that? 3.287. So it's floating between 286 and 287. Okay, let me just check on the thing now, and we'll do the draw. We're at 48 minutes in. Normally, but this time I'll do my draw. Let me just see what. Chessboard says no buffering. Tommy says funny seeing the 409 press and a Lee in the background. Yep, I use that Lee. I do my 38 specials on it, my 357s. So, but you've seen I got all different presses in here. I got a couple of Dillons. I got the automated Dillon. I got an RCBS Rockchucker T7. There's also the Lee Classic, and then there's a little Lee turret press in there as well. And what else I got? I got a Hornady single stage over there as well. So I got a big selection here. And you guys, if ever you want to see anything, just let me know, and I can do a video or a live stream on anything. He says he thinks this is his internet. Yeah, most people say everything's good, Gene. So sorry, G. Most people said they're not having any problems. Tommy Boy says, I ever watched Eric Cortina, how he uses a custom seater that measures the force and the seating so you can sort out the rounds even more closely. Yeah, that guy he's a hell of a shooter. He's got a lot of nice equipment and he's on it. I thought I was OCD, but that guy takes it to another level with what he can do. But it pays off. I believe he won the World Championship this year. Didn't he go out to South Africa and win the World Championship? So he's doing something right. And if you guys haven't ever seen Eric Cortina, It's worth finding out, going in. He does some great videos. He's a great reloader, and yeah, it's a lot. Gene says, after using the Dillon 750 at work, I would never buy one. Yeah, I've got a couple of the 650s here, Gene, and I really thought about upgrading to a 750. And even the guy at Dillon store in Flagstaff in Scottsdale, I went in there one day to talk to him, and he said, if you've got 650s, stick to the 650s. The 750s, I can see why they changed the priming system, because it's there to stop multiple detonations all the way up the tube. But if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So lucky enough, touch wood, it's never happened with me. I've never had a multiple primer detonation in my tube, and hopefully I never will. But the idea of that 750 was to get rid of that. But like you said, it wasn't the best of ideas. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera on the screen, guys, but we'll do the draw. So we're going to give away some stickers, a screwdriver, and a hat. Let me just check to see when we're in. Okay, so we got 12 entries, and then there's 16 on tonight. So let's just go ahead and do the giveaway, guys. Let me just go in here and start it. So we're going to do the draw. There you go. Good luck, everybody. Come up yet? I should have shared the screen, shouldn't I? That would have helped. Share screen. Sorry, guys. Rookie mistake, as they say. So the winner was Viejo. Walter won it tonight. Sorry, I didn't have it running, but it was running on the small screen. Congratulations, Walter. I got your address and everything here, so we can get those things sent out to you. Maybe you can wear that nice hat when it gets cold over there when you go shooting. Keep your ears warm. Michael Den rigged. Probably was, because I couldn't get it to go out properly. I hit the wrong button. I didn't share the screen where I should have shared the screen, but you know, we've got a good winner there. Walter's got a good winner. But then again, he can always wear that beanie hat when he's in jail again, because he's probably going to end up there. You know, he does all this bad stuff, so he's probably going to get up there. Just kidding, Walter. Just kidding. Okay. He says winter's coming, he can use that cap on some of his morning walks. Okay. We'll do a few more seats here, guys, and then we'll wrap it up. I'm not going to go back over onto the powder measure tonight. We've done enough. So if there's any more questions, then you just throw them out to me and I'll try and answer them. So it's simple. Just drop it in. Try and keep everything in as line as you can, in the line as you can. Slowly bring the bullet up into the die so it starts. The whole thing will just follow through. You'll see the sleeve moving up as it seats to the top, and then release it and back down. And a quick measure. We're at 3 point. That one ended up 3.283. And again, you can see it's been flattened out a little bit on the top. You can see it's angled down here as well. So if the bullet's got a bit of damage on it, you're not going to get precise measurements from the tip. If I was measuring this with my other measurement, my Hornady, where they come down and they measure around here, we'd probably be super accurate all the way through. But with them, little bit of damage on some of these tips. they're not coming out absolutely precise. That one's back to 3.287. So there you go. Let me just turn this around. So it was just a quick one again tonight, guys. Don't want to go into it too deep in one video. I'm trying to keep on the good side of YouTube. Back out. Move this up. So up above me, if you can see that, guys, there, that's a Kimber in 45 ACP, and it's the special edition. It's got some different writing on it, and it's the boot camp model. So it's in 45 ACP. A nice little Kimber. I can't handle it obviously on the live stream, but I just wanted to show you that's what I've got on display tonight. And that 45 is the most accurate 45 I've got. It's super tight groups. It shoots so well. I've never had a malfunction with it. And Walter Fierro, I'm going to have to blame. He's the one that got me on the Kimbers. He was talking about Kimbers. And I never really thought about getting one. And then I bought this one, and I bought a 10mm Kimber. And they're just superb. They're great pistols, super accurate. So I'm glad that I invested in a couple of them. All the congratulations are coming in for Walter. Michael Dunn says, Walter had been in California to keep him warm. Temperature next Monday in Oklahoma is 48. I was in Texas over the weekend, and we were touching 90s every day. Friday, we arrived Thursday afternoon, and we spent Friday, Saturday, Sunday watching Formula 1, and it was touching 90 every day. It was super hot. And my boy says winter, but it gets to about 60 degrees. Mike says a Mac Daddy hat. He says winter mornings here in the high 30s for me. At sun up when I head out. Yeah, that's pretty cold. Hillbilly says sweet pistol. And Gene says a nice piece indeed. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. So we're just coming up on the hour. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Like I said, I run through with a zero press again, and we used the A&D scales and the V4 trickler. So hopefully you guys had a little bit from it. I think it was Rich. Rich was asking a few questions. It looks like he's itching to get into reloading. He's been on here a few times, and he asked a lot of good questions. And just keep an eye on all these other guys that are on here. There's some good guys on here which will help you out. They got some good videos out there. Hopefully, it'll help you make a decision. And then just send emails to people. If you want to talk to anybody, send an email out, ask for their phone number. I'm sure they'll give you the phone number, and they'll sit and talk to you. We all like to share our knowledge and what we've got and help out new people. So don't be afraid to reach out. And we're here. We're all here to help you. And then Mike says, sorry I missed it, Mark. We'll watch the rerun. Thank you so much. He'll like the video, very informative again. Gene from Reloading from the Hot Pot. Everyone have a great week, and always remember to keep the blow in the smoke. That's Gene's catchphrase. So thank you, Gene. Really appreciate it. So a huge thanks to everybody. We're up on the hour, guys. So I really appreciate it. Congratulations to Walter. I'll get this stuff sent out during the week. Next weekend I'm away, guys. Again, taking my wife out. It's her birthday, but I'll be back on the Monday. Normal stream next Monday, and hopefully we'll catch you all. I'll catch you all then. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great and safe week, and we'll see you next time.